Alrighty, everybody, it is Chris
and Jen,
and we are on another one of our little local adventures, local Colorado here at least. And we are at the
Chamonix.
We'll call it Chamonix, not the toilet paper, the casino. Oops, that's Charmin. Okay, so in Cripple Creek, Colorado.
This way.
Okay, this way. Jenny's walking ahead of me now. So, Cripple Creek is a former mining town turned gambling town in Colorado. And Jenny's carrying crap. And I have a wagon full of crap. We were hoping to be a little bit more adventurous on this trip, but it's a little bit cold, a little bit windy outside, so we're not going to be able to do what we wanted to do. Jenny's paternal family is from this area, so we wanted to do a little bit of exploring, but we can't do that today. But we are going to do what we always do, and here is our room at the Chamonix in Cripple Creek, Colorado. All right, so here we go. Turning the wagon slowly. All right. The wagon got stuck in the door, so I abandoned Jenny to her fate. So here's a brief look at the quaint little mining town of Cripple Creek. There is actually an active gold mine or active mine of some kind here. And so this is, minus the cars and the casinos, what the town would have looked like, 100 years ago, I guess, minus the cars and the casinos. But here is our king suite. All right, Jenny got the wagon unstuck. King bed.
And we got the Roman tub.
We got the suite, or the king suite with the Roman tub, which I guess that is a Roman tub. Would you do me a favor and flip the switch that's on the wall over there?
That one?
Yay! Okay, we have light now, Jenny. Yes,
There's too
okay.
many switches.
There's too many switches. Okay, so here is our bathroom with what is called a Roman tub. Like Jenny said, this is a king bed Roman tub suite, I guess, or king.
You can get a king with the Roman tub. You can get a king with a patio, but we chose the tub
Yes,
for now.
it's too cold for the patio. So, not a bad room, but not a review, but normally rooms like this have a double sink. This only has a single sink. I find that kind of odd.
And the frosted glass door to the toilet.
And so a couple of very nice bathrobes. And yes, there is your toilet area. Very nice shower area, big shower area like usual. Very nice. We've got to get cleaned up in the morning. And here's the awkward part about this. If you are in the bathroom, the toilet area, doing your business and the light is on in there, you can see the person doing their business in there.
I can shut you in.
You can shut me in? Oh, wow. Okay. So if you want to take a bath and you don't want the whole world to see you in the bathtub, well, not the whole world, but Cripple Creek.
Or anybody sleeping,
yeah,
I guess.
But hey, Jenny, demonstrate going into the toilet area with the frosted glass door. Turn on the light. Is there a light on in there? All right, sit down. Well, I mean, you don't have to actually do your business, but it's kind of weird. All right. Yes, I see your hands very well. Now sit down. All right. Okay, it's not as good. I'm going to actually, hold on a second. Hold on. Where's the light switch? Let's see here. There is Jenny. So I turned off the bathroom light, and now you can see Jenny. Oh boy, yes, thank you, Jenny. Great family-friendly YouTube. All right, sit back down. And there is Jenny mocking doing her business in the restroom. Yeah, that to me is a little bit odd. But again, this is actually a nice place. Now, here's the thing. We have casinos about 20-30 minutes from our home near Denver. And we came up here to do a little bit of historical research on Jenny's family and for me to do some photography of that area, but it's a little cold and windy, so we can't do that. And Jenny and I do not gamble, but we spend a lot of times in Vegas, in little hotels like this, in gambling towns in Colorado, and you probably wonder why. So now we're going to show you why.
Why?
We'll show them. I just said we would show them.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Okay, let's go show them, okay? All right. All right? All right. Hold on. So, why do we come to casinos if we don't gamble? Well, this is the reason right here. We are very fond of pools. And when I found out this casino was opening up last summer, I was like, we got to try it out because I got a outdoor rooftop heated pool. And honestly, on today, it's needed because it's about 45 degrees outside and very windy, so it is very cold. So if you get some wind noise, I apologize. But this water is wonderful. So that is why
It's steaming.
we go to casinos, because they generally have nice pools. And we wanted to try this one because it is outside. And it's kind of an infinity-ish pool. It's kind of funny. It says views of the Rocky Mountains. I don't know if I agree with that. Okay, so that's a mine. So that was a mountain at one point, but now it is just a pile of rubble where they've pulled.
You see the front of the hotel.
Yeah, you can see the front of the hotel, and it's an infinity pool-ish. So
There's
it doesn't.
a clear glass wall.
There's a clear glass wall right here, but it's just, okay. There's a walkway, and there is downtown Cripple Creek right there. You probably can't hear me, but anyway, so that is why we come up here. We love pools and spas and things like that, and hot springs. Honestly, we've been to hot springs in New Mexico. We've recently started going to a hot spring near our home in Colorado. We're going to do a review on that one eventually when the prices go down. But this is why we came here. Now, just as a quick review, this is actually a small pool. It's probably half the size of the pools we go to in near our home. So we have rooftop heated-ish indoor pools.
72 degrees.
30 minutes from our house, and we drove 2.5 hours to get an outdoor
72 degrees.
72-degree heated pool. And quite honestly, it's one of those things. As soon as we stand up, we're going to be cold.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold. So yeah, you can actually see the steam and the wind.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's cold.
yeah, we almost got the place to ourselves too. Very nice guy over there. A little bit of cloud going in here, and the hotel right there. Back down there.
Brand new hotel.
Yeah, the hotel's about a year old, and I wanted to come up here last year, but they opened up the hotel, but they didn't open up the pool. So it's like, what was the point of that? Didn't quite understand that. So we've waited a year for it to get here, and we made a stop early at a local museum, and the guy that worked at the museum said that they had some issues opening up this. They had some issues opening up this hotel, so I'm glad we waited the year, and that way we could get into the pool. So
watch them mining.
Yeah, you can literally watch them.
Dump truck.
There's a dump truck. You probably can't see it, but there's one of those gigantic, like house-sized dump trucks going up the mountain over there. It's right there, if you can see it.
It blends into
It blends in. It's up. It just disappeared. So Rocky Mountain views, no.
It's mountain-ish.
It's mountain-ish because there was a mountain there at one point. It no longer exists, and now you can probably see the steam from the pool. But honestly, this is nice. It's not that big. We're very fortunate. When we checked out the pool earlier, there was families here. There are more people. Now we're the only ones in here, so we got it just right. But now you know why we go to casinos, not for the gambling, but for the pool. And for That very nice, Jenny. Thank you. I mean, that is true. I mean, again, we are empty nesters. We like being empty nesters. Love our children, but this is better. So, and this is why we do this, is because we enjoy each other. We enjoy spending time with each other. And this is just one of those things that is just us. A swimming pool in the mountains overlooking a gold mine or something. I don't know. But anyway, so we'll give you a brief review of this hotel in the morning. I already have some thoughts put together. But we're enjoying our stay so far, enjoying the pool. And we will see you in the morning if something else doesn't pop up. Thanks. Good morning, everybody. This is Chris.
And Jen?
And we are going places with K and J. Do us a favor.
That was a little laggy.
That was a little laggy,
Sorry.
yeah. Not, morning isn't going as planned, as you can tell. But anyway, like, view, and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Help us out, blah, blah, blah. So here is our final review of the Chamonix. I hope we're saying that.
Chamonix. There's no R. I just saw it.
Chamonix. Chamonix Hotel and Casino in Cripple Creek, Colorado. First off, why are you giving casinos in a little tiny former mining town in Colorado a fancy name? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They come here to gamble, not anything else. Stop. First off, stop. But
Could have a meaning. I don't know.
It might have a meaning. It might be, gamble. I don't know. But give it just a name.
I guess we'll have to Google
Cripple Creek Gambling, something like that. Stop giving things fancy names, especially since I can't pronounce it. Don't do that, please. So anyway, we're about to head home, and unfortunately, our last experience here will be a negative one. Jenny slept in a little bit this morning, and we got a little bit of a late start. I wanted to go do some other things, and we'd agreed on actually doing this video over a room service breakfast. Well, our room service breakfast never showed up. They said it would be about 30 to 45 minutes, and it's just not here. And I finally eventually
couldn't give us an estimation.
Yeah, no estimation where it's at.
I just asked
no
her to check,
idea.
and she never
So
called,
quite honestly, room service, you kind of didn't do very well. And that leads me on to, I think, the next topic of conversation. If you're going to stay at the, what is this place called? Chamonix in Cripple Creek, Colorado. The food choices here are quite honestly lacking. Obviously, room service kind of let us down this morning. There's like a bistro here, but it's not open right now. There is a very nice steakhouse, 980 Prime, and it serves basically really high-end steaks. So we didn't eat here. And when we go to the casinos near our home in Blackhawk, Colorado, we eat there. The restaurants are very...
There's more choice.
There's more choice, and they're obvious to find. They're right there. They're right off the gaming floor. We wandered around yesterday for several minutes.
Oh, and no buffet.
No buffet. I'm okay with that part, because
we do like the buffet.
We do like the buffets from time to time, but the food was hard to find, and we had to go into another one called Bronco Billy's, because it's like they're attached. And there was supposedly a cafe over there. But
there was a small cafe.
There was a small cafe, but you literally order at a counter, and I only saw a few tables in a casino. It's like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So quite honestly, I think they could do a better job.
So in hotel dining.
Yeah, in hotel dining was lacking.
We did walk down the street a little bit
for
lunch.
Yes.
The Creek, that was very good.
We ate at the Creek restaurant yesterday, which is, I don't even know what the name of the street is where the casino is on, but it's like the main street. Yeah. There's casinos on either side. But we walked down to the Creek restaurant, and quite honestly, started out with the green chili, and it was one of the best green chilies I've ever had. And I know Colorado people, or not non-Colorado people, southwestern United States people are going, what is green chili? Well, it is a chili that is based with pork and peppers rather than beans and beef. So I do prefer it, and it's kind of a staple in the southwestern United States, and they had really good green chili.
Good.
I had a burger. It was really good. You had a chicken sandwich. It was good. And then last night, again, because of the lack of dining options, we actually went over to the Golden Nugget, which has a saltgrass restaurant. Again, moderately priced steak restaurant, but it was good.
It was
good. We enjoyed it. We really kind of hit it off with our server. She was awesome.
You helped her win the contest.
So last night was the prime rib special, and I was thinking about prime rib, but also a steak. And she walks over, and I said, "Hey, I was thinking about the prime rib." She goes, "Great, because that would I need one more, and I'll win the contest." I didn't know what the prize was, but I was like, "You're going to win the contest, and we get one more. Let's do it." The prime rib was good, and it turns out, I think she said the prize was she got a free dinner of anything on the menu she wanted. So that in itself was kind of rewarding, that we got a good dinner and we helped out our servers. So that's it for now. Other than our, not thrilled with the food choices and availability here, and the room service just totally missing it this morning. We had a great experience.
the room is nice.
The room is nice, and so I know this is getting a little long. Sorry, but so yesterday we went to the pool. Obviously, you just saw that.
The pool is infinity-ish.
It's so funny because it looks like it's a glass wall going all the way to the edge, but it's not. There's like a 4 or 5 foot walkway between that and going over the edge, which is basically just the entrance of the hotel. But what I wanted to share was when we got out of the pool yesterday. So it's a beautiful pool. Jenny she just laid on her back and stayed up in the sky, and she said, "I love just laying on my back and watching the clouds go." Amazing. But it was like 40, 45 degrees yesterday with a very stiff wind, and she didn't want to get out of the pool.
We were pruning even.
And when we finally got out of the pool, we got to where our towels and clothes were, and she froze. It was so cold outside. She's like, she couldn't move, and she literally did her little scream noise she does.
Ah.
There you go. And
then it was just like this wind,
Yeah,
like
and so it was a really cold wind. So wind chill was probably in the low 30s. And you're outside so you're soaking wet outside, just getting out of a heated pool, which was wonderful.
It was like 72 degrees.
And so Jenny could not move. She was freezing. So literally there's an area where there is a steam room and a couple of saunas. So I literally said, "Get your stuff and let's go." So we had to go over in that area to dry off and get dressed. And one other observation about the pool is Jenny and I do like sitting in hot tubs. The pool area does not have a hot tub, but they do have 2 saunas and 1 steam room in a little area off to the side. And that's also where the towels are. There's no towels out by the pool area. They were all inside, and it took us a while to find them. Matter of fact, we had to be directed to them. So just a really funny story about Jenny yesterday, almost freezing to death at a heated pool.
I could have died.
You could have died. So, all right, for now, would we recommend this place? Yes, we'll probably be back, yes. But again, probably won't eat here. But so for now, this is Chris.
And Jen.
Thanks for watching. Like, view, subscribe, and we will see you in like 3 weeks in Vegas.